In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That is the first verse in Genesis, which is the first chapter in the Bible of the Old Testament. And today I was reading it because last night I was listening to like a daily devotional that like helps you go to sleep, where they like read parts of the Bible. And the man that was on there read, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the surface of the watery depths, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface." And he said, just close your eyes and picture complete darkness. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's no couch for you to sit on. There's no stars in the sky. There's nothing. It's completely blank. It's a blank, dark place. Okay? And then it says, then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was an evening and there was a morning, one day. So on the first day, God created the heavens and the earth, but on the first day, God created light. And light is mentioned or referenced in the Bible over 200 times. So, and it's referencing that God is our light. Okay, God created the light. God is our light. And he said that it was good. But not only is God our light, but we as people need light here to see, for our plants, agriculture, for everything to grow, for it's like different seasons that happen with different amounts of light that we get. And even like the moon gives us light. So it's not just the sun. But I have pulled out some of my favorite references of light. Some of them anyways. And so I have 2 Samuel 23 verse 4. And it says, he's talking about God, he dawns on them like morning light, like the sun shining forth on a cloudless morning, like rain that makes grass to sprout from the earth. And that's what I'm talking about, kind of like the earth, the things that, God created everything, and he is our light, and so he's shining forth and making us grow. And then Psalm 18:28, it says, "For it is you who light my lamp. The Lord my God lightens my darkness." And I know there's somewhere too that's like, he's a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Psalm 36:9 says, "For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light." So in your light do we see light. And then these were longer, so I didn't write them down. Isaiah 60:19 through 20. It says, "The sun will no longer be your light by day, and the brightness of the moon will not shine on you. The Lord will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your splendor. Your sun will no longer set, and your moon will no longer fade. For the Lord will be your everlasting light, and the days of your sorrow will be over." God is our light, and if we rely on him, then, we're good, right? He created everything in this earth. He's our Alpha and Omega, our Heavenly Father, and he loves us, and he forgives us, and he's a merciful God. And all these verses that I'm pulling out are just, they're so good. And then next, the last two that I'm going to read to you are in Matthew. And in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, it says, "You are the light of the world. A city situated on a hill cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket, but rather on a lampstand, and gives light for all who are in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." And then Matthew 6, and we're in verse
22 through 23. And it says, the eye is the lamp of the body. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. So if the light within you is darkness, how deep is that darkness? And then also something to remember, in John chapter 8, it says, Jesus said, I am the light of the world. And he came and died on the cross to save our lives. And he is our light, and something that we should follow and desire to get to know more. I mean, what is a life without Jesus? There is no life. So I encourage you to jump in your word and read it. It's so good. And I hope y'all have a happy Saturday.